Camp is always a fun time for kids, and sometimes it's even a better time for parents. The new summer comedy Theater Camp follows an eclectic group of theater teachers and staff who are left to run a camp full of kids amid serious financial hardships. Molly Gordon serves as the screenwriter and actor on the film, and it's also her directorial debut. She also stars in the Emmy-nominated series The Bear. Our Reena Roy sat down with Gordon, who tells us all about her journey on both projects.
We only have 3 weeks to create a masterpiece. It's on you now. All on you.
Well, Molly, this has been a big summer for you, to say the least. I mean, Vogue just said the Molly Gordon moment is about to begin. You're now a first-time director, and I'm just going to list it all here. Screenwriter, producer, you star in this film. What has it been like for you to bring this vision to life?
It's extremely surreal. We've been trying to get this movie made for like 6 years, so to actually have it coming out in theaters is like such a gift. I feel so lucky and very tired.
Something I love about the film is that you have such personal touches in it. The childhood tapes with, Jimmy Tatro and you and Ben Platt growing up together in the theater world. What was it like working with your childhood friends, and how much of your own experiences did you bring into it?
It was so special. I've known Ben since I was 3 years old, and he came out to me, and I loved him and didn't understand what gay meant, and was like, you love me, you want to be with me, that's what it means. And so we really wanted to like throw our kind of kooky dynamic into the film, and also like shine a light on the fact that like my gay best friend is one of the great loves of my life, and I love that the core romantic story of our movie is about that relationship. And yeah, I mean, getting to have that real footage is so special. People think it's fake, and I'm like, we did not have money to create that kind of imagery. And then Jimmy lending us tapes was wonderful.
And speaking of kooky dynamics, we need to talk about your character, Rebecca Diane. I think anyone who's been in the theater world in some capacity can appreciate how whimsical she is, her quirkiness. Can you tell me how you developed her character and all the nuances that come along with it?
It's really like a combination of many teachers that I've had. I also just haven't gotten a chance to play like a very wild character, and I'm a very silly person, so I was just excited about that opportunity. And then also I was directing and tired. We shot in 19 days, so the kind of whimsical, spiritual, crazy spirit that I was also feeling internally really lent itself to the character.
Stop! She's using.
Lift up your hands.
Tear, stick.
It's just chapstick, I swear.
Give it to me.
And so much of the film is improvised, and you don't see that often. How did you come up with that format, and what was that like working within that format, just off the cuff, all that rawness and realness?
You just have to be incredibly prepared, and we had a really beat it out scriptment, which is basically like every situation we have like down fully, but just what the words you're saying are gonna be improvised, like Curb Your Enthusiasm does that. And so you have really intense guardrails, and then within that you can be free. And I just think you get the best like comedic gems from that.
This will break you. This will fully destroy you.
There were so many moments of realness. I mean, the entire film starts off with a pretty intense experience. I mean, the founder of the camp falls into a coma. You guys address the struggles of actors, the theater struggling to get funding. How do you think you were able to find that balance between humor and pain?
I think like the tone was something that was always so important to us. Like, how do we have humor and heart? How do we never feel like we're making fun of people, feel like we're really laughing with them? I think like empathy right now, or like kindness, is a really radical thing. I really wanted to put something into the world that's just like sweet and wears its heart on its sleeve. But also we wanted to like skewer how insane theater people are, and they need to be made fun of. I'm one of them. We're insane, but with so much love.
And I know that this is the mockumentary style, and I know that you're a really big fan of documentaries, but also this is a comedy as well. So how did you fuse those two styles to make this film into what it is?
You know, obviously we've all gotten used to like Parks and Rec and The Office and Abbott Elementary, which I love, which has the like interview mockumentary vibe, which I love so much, but we were just excited to more have a kind of verite style. Like a documentary that I love is this movie, The War Room, or this film, Jesus Camp. Like, I just think documentaries let you get really, obviously very close to your subjects. So for theater people, we have these larger than life characters, but really getting to live really close with them allows these people to feel really grounded and real.
And you got to work with, obviously, some of your closest friends, as well as people you've worked with in the past, like Io in The Bear. What was it like working with her again, but in such a different, still chaotic, but completely different story?
Io did the movie before The Bear. Io's first day on theater camp was the day The Bear came out. And I just loved the idea that Io's character on The Bear, Sydney, is so smart and dedicated to her craft. And then I was asking her to come be in our movie where she plays a complete insane person and a liar. But I just love her and think she's brilliant, and I hope to continue to collaborate with her. And then getting to work with her on The Bear this year was so much fun.
And a lot of people are talking about your relationship with Carmy and The Bear and just the intensity and the romance of your guys' relationship. Can you talk about the evolution of that intensity throughout the show?
Yeah, I mean, I think for Carmy, even like looking at another human being and like holding eye contact is a very intense thing. I think he obviously deals with a lot of emotional and family trauma, and he, you know, pushes that all into his work where he completely thrives. But I think him actually just connecting with another human being is really hard. And as the season progresses, it's beautiful to watch him really let in another human being. And then we have a scene, kind of a love scene, but we're not having sex, we're just looking into each other's eyes. And for a lot of people, like, that is the most intense thing you can do. That feels like true intimacy.
Yeah, and you mentioned Carmy's future, but I want to talk about your future in real life. You're just 27 years old, obviously soaking up this success. What's next for you, though?
I don't know. I mean, we're in such a interesting time in our industry, and I hope that everyone gets paid for the work that they do, and that the kind of stories that we all want to make will get money to be made, because it's just, even The Bear took so long for Chris to get made. Theater Camp took so long, 6 years. Like, these more original stories, like, I think will resonate with audiences, but they just, like, it's an uphill battle. But I have so many things I would like to do. I just hope that somebody will let me.
Our thanks to Reena, and Molly's film Theater Camp is out in theaters tomorrow.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.